Okay, good evening, everyone. So, welcome back to the session. In the last session, we have seen some of the concepts about variables we have seen and some of the admin level tasks, how to change the port number, how to log into the server without having password. And apart from that, we have seen how to restore the crashed Jenkins server, correct or not, sir? So, in today's session, we are going to see the scheduling work of the Jenkins, okay? So, let me go and quickly create an EC2 instance to launch the Jenkins server. So guys, by default, Jenkins will execute builds in parallelly or sequentially by default. And how many jobs we can execute? Two by default. But if you want to maximize the limit, we can also maximize based upon our requirement. So this is also, So let me take the AMI here of Amazon Linux 2. So T2 micro is fine for me, and a key pair, like just go for normal key pair. Security group, I'm going to give all traffic. Basically, all traffic is not required. We required only port number 8080, but I'm taking all traffic, okay? Go to the GitHub, Raham Sheikh, all setups. So from here, you can get the Jenkins script, you can take it, you can execute it. So in today's session, I'm going to speak about the concept of cron job, Policium and webhook. So guys, today's session is completely automated session. That means whatever the topics we're going to discuss is completely automation. Till now, we have done continuous integration, right? What is continuous integration? Continuous build plus continuous, correct. But my question is how we have done continuous integration, manual or automation? No, automation only we done. We created the configuration in the Jenkins, and after that, we just click on build now. Correct or not, sir? Of course, it is automated, but here, for example, let's see, you want to do continuous integration. Developer give the new code, he want you to make the build and test. Currently, you are not available. For example, see, tomorrow is a holiday. You are planning to go outside. Okay. So in that case, developer is telling that tomorrow you need to work. Why? Because I'm giving the new code. So you need to cancel your plans or not, sir? Your only work is to click on build now. For that purpose, you are going to cancel the plan. So in Jenkins, what we can do, we can schedule this kind of works. What we can do? Schedule. For example, let's say developer want me to make a build on tomorrow 10:30 a.m. At what time? Tomorrow 10:30. But tomorrow 10:30 a.m. I have a movie. So I need to go with my friends or family. So in that case, am I going to take my laptop to the movie theater? All right. So definitely in these kind of scenarios, you are going to schedule the bills. What you want to do? To schedule the builds in the Jenkins, we are going to use the concept called cron job. Which one? Cron job. So let me go and explain you what exactly the meaning of cron job. So here you can see the meaning of cron job. So cron job. See, in the cron job here we can see, we can schedule the jobs that need to be run at a particular interval. For example, I want to run my continuous integration build at morning 10:30. After that, I want to run it morning 10:40. Or I want to like run it at like afternoon 12 p.m. So I have certain time to run my continuous integration. So in this kind of scenarios, what exactly is going to happen, whenever if you have a fixed time, okay, that you want to make your build running, or if you have the regular interval of time for every 5 minutes or for every 10 minutes, in that case, we can use the concept called cron job. So to make the cron job, we need to use cron syntax. So it is syntax actually, which is having 5 stars. How many stars you are seeing here? 5 star. Okay. So here each star is going to represent a specific value, and for each star you are going to see a space here. Are you seeing the space here? So in the practical part, don't forget to give the space. If you forget to give the space, automatically it is going to throw you an error. So here if you go and check, in the 5 stars, first star is going to represent the minute, second star, third one, date, fourth one, month, and fifth one, day of the week. Again, I'm telling you, cron job is used to schedule the jobs that need to be run at particular intervals. Here we use cron syntax. Cron syntax is having how many stars? Each star is separated by a space. First star will be representing second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth one. For example, if it is Sunday, it will start with 0. If it is Monday, value is 1. If it is Tuesday, value is so like that it is going to flow on continuously. So let me go and do with the basic example. So you'll be getting some clarity about it. I'll show you it. But before that, here my server is ready. So I'll be going here and I'll be connected to my EC2 instance. Guys, in real time, basically we use only one Jenkins server. I don't create Jenkins server daily in real time. Here for your habituating, I'm creating the servers directly, okay? But from tomorrow, I'm gonna stop this server and I'm gonna reuse the same server till end of the Jenkins. So now in the meanwhile, background plugins will be downloading here. For example, let's go and see. I'll just give a small example for you. Let's go and check like how you are going to schedule the Jenkins. For example, what is the time now? Acha, you can see it here. No need to look at mobiles. So here the time is currently now 4:42. I want to schedule a build at 4:45. See, the time is I want to schedule the build at 4:45. So 16:45. Today is Wednesday. What is the date today? 19th. Correct? And it is 2024. For example, I'm giving everything. So now based upon the above cron job, tell me what is the first value I want to give? 45 will be the minutes. And next value, hours. So 16 is the value. Next, date. What is the date? Correct. Next, what is the next value? Month. Guys, not here. You need to check it here, okay? Again, one more time. So please don't see this value. You need to compare this with the above cron job. So in the above cron syntax, first value is going to represent. Here, what is the minutes value? Correct. So what is the second star representing? What is our value here? 16. And next, here we are going to see next one. What is the date here? 19. Fourth. Next year we are going to see the month. What is the month here? 6. And finally, we are going to see day of the week. Today is Wednesday, right? So Wednesday means value will be 3. So is the concept of writing cron syntax clear for all of you? This is very, very easy. If you have the date and time exactly, you can compare the values and you can write it. Okay. So let's go and schedule the build at 6:45. But before that, like, let me go and quickly configure my user details here. Wait, anatiguraham@gmail.com. So your Jenkins is ready now. So directly you can go and you can use it. So let me quickly show you how to configure the continuous integration. If I go to GitHub, DevOps Beraham, I'll be having Jenkins Java project, right? So here what you can do is, let me log into my DevOps Beraham account. Sign out from all accounts. Click on sign in. So here I'll be logged into my DevOps Beraham account. So take the Jenkins Java project. Tell me the process of creating continuous integration. First of all, take the code. Okay. So in Jenkins, what you need to create first of all? Job, correct. So click on new item. Later, job. I am giving it as cron job. Name will be select. Next. Okay. So after that, we need to go and select the Git here. So I'll be selecting Git here and I need to give the repository well. Next, what we need to give here in the build step, click on execute. But remember, instead of giving execute shell, you can use invoke top level Maven target. Till now, you used the execute shell, but you can use invoke top level Maven target. The command is mvn clean package. No need to give mvn here. Directly you can use clean package. Here mvn is not required. I am removing it. This is also going to do the same work. Okay, don't confuse here. So if I click on save, okay, and if I click on build now, this is the manual way of building. Of course, you automated, but how you are clicking build now? Manually only. That means you need to be in front of the screen to do the build. But what is my intention? I want to make it scheduled. Schedule means it need to be running on a specific time. Currently, what is the time now? 4:46. I want to schedule my build at 4:48. At what time? Wait, the build got failure here. Let me show you what is the reason. Guys, if you go and see, the build got failure. Here, the build got failure here. Why? Because you can see the spelling CLEAN. Is the spelling correct here? Whatever we have given. We have given it on the uppercase. That is the major thing. Okay. So see, the troubleshooting will be very easy. If you read that error, if you can understand what it is written there, so troubleshooting will become quite easy for all of you. So now instead of clean package in capital, I'm going to give it a small clean package. Is it correct? Now if I click on build now, what will happen? Automatically it is going to give me the correct output. Is it building now? That's it. So currently time is 4:47. I want to schedule my build at 4:49. At what time? So like this is the value 4:49. Now based upon the above time, tell me the cron job. First of all, what we need to give here? 49. Later 16. Later 19. Correct. Next 6. Finally 3. So simply this is the way how you are going to take the cron syntax. So now, sir, in the Jenkins configuration, how you are going to give means go to the configuration section. In the configuration section, there is an option called build triggers. In the build triggers, are you seeing build periodically? Go and paste the value. That's it. Automatically, whenever the time triggers 4:49, you are going to get the new build. What you are going to get? Just wait for 4:49. Okay. Is the time 4:49 now? So you need to get the build or not, sir? Just wait for it. Guys, I'm keeping refreshing here. Are you getting the build anymore? Sir, why not, sir? Why not? Because our Jenkins server doesn't know we are from India. That is the reason. If you remember in the starting days of the Linux, I said one point. Your servers will follow the UTC time zone. Which time zone? If you go and check here, if I give the command date, what is the time in our server? 11:20. But what time is scheduled? Time difference is there or not, sir? So Jenkins doesn't know we are from India. That is the reason it is not executing. Okay. So Jenkins will follow this particular time zone only. Of course, we can change the time zone also, but it is not mandatory to change the time zone. Okay, sir. Currently, time is 11:20 in the Jenkins server. Let's go and schedule the build at 11:22. At what time? Now, the point is very, very easy. If you want to schedule the cron syntax based upon this timing, first of all, minutes value will be 22. Next, hours value 11. Next date, what is the date? 19th. Next month, June will be 6. Next Wednesday, Wednesday means 3. That's it. So simply go backward. Okay. Now I'm going to copy these values here and I'm going to give it to my Jenkins console. So click on configuration. So now go for build periodically. Where you need to go for? If we go here, so click on save. Automatically, whenever the time hit 11:22, you are going to see the new build. So still we are having how many seconds? Don't take much stress, 38 seconds. Okay. So after 38 seconds, you are going to see the next build. So wait for it. So Swati, we haven't started anything. Okay. This is the first topic for today. Okay. I explained about cron job. Don't worry. I'm going to recap it one more time. So still we are having how many seconds? After 6th second, you are going to see the build in the Jenkins console. Before, how many builds? We have only 2 builds, right? But now if you go and see, the time is exceeded. So now if you can go and see here, your third build will be running here. Are you seeing third build done? Now again, if I click on configure, I want to schedule the build at 11:23. At what time? So simply can I go and change here time 22 to 23 or not, sir? I change here and I clicked on save. Now, if you go and see here, still now like we are having how many seconds? 31. After 31 seconds, again, you are going to get the new build. It doesn't matter you are in front of system or if you are playing cricket or volleyball, it doesn't matter. If you give a particular time, on that particular time, the build is going to be run. That's it. So this is what we can call as scheduling work. Which work? Scheduling work means you can schedule any kind of work in the Jenkins with the help of the concept called cron job. So now let's go and see. The time is done now. If you can go and see, currently you are having 3 builds. But if you can go and see here, if I click on refresh, automatically you can get the 4th build now. I think 4th build here. How this came automatically or manually? How it is performed automatically? By scheduling. By what? Now tell me, to schedule the work in the Jenkins, which concept we gonna use? Cron job. Cron job is having which syntax? Syntax name. Cron syntax. Cron job is using the cron syntax. Okay. How many stars we are having? First star is going to represent second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth one day of the week. Correct? So each star is going to separate by a. Sir, for example, in the syntax section, if you don't go and don't give a space, automatically it is not going to work for you. And somebody will ask, sir, for example, you said cron job is to run the build on specific time of intervals. For example, I want to make a build for every 5 minutes. For every. So in that case, you can put */5. */5 indicates for every. If I put */2, this is going to indicate for every. No, sir, if I put */1, it is going to indicate for every. Is it going to work? Yes, let's go and check. So I am just scheduling the build for every 1 minute. Basically, in real time, we can schedule build for every X hours. But here we can't wait hours to see the output. That is the reason I'm scheduling it for minutes. So now if you go and see, currently I'm having only 4 number of builds. But after 2 or 3 minutes, I can see some new builds are scheduling it here. If I go to dashboard here, guys, whenever if you schedule a new build, automatically the build will come here on the build executor. Currently, how many number of builds are there? 4. Wait, you can get the new build now. Are you getting the new build here? Build number is 5. If I keep on refreshing, 5th build happened exactly how many seconds ago? That means within next 50 seconds, you are going to get the build number 6. Wait. How to schedule next year? I mean, assuming today, end of the year 2024, and need to kick off the cron job for same syntax, Hussein. There is nothing change. Same syntax. So still how many seconds are pending? 70. So you can see the new build. Whenever Jenkins schedule a build, it is going to represent on the build executor. So remember this point, okay? Are you seeing the new build is scheduled here? Automatically scheduling for every 1 minute or not, sir? Now you might get it out. Sir, for example, I want to schedule build for every 2 hours. For every. In that case, what I need to change here? Tell me. Huh? 120. No. My question is, I want to schedule build for every 2 hours. How can you define it? Where I want to change? In place of? Correct. In place of 11, it is going to represent the hours. So if you put */2, it is going to represent for every 2 hours. So is the concept of cron syntax clear for all of you? But if you give 5 stars, star, what does it mean? It is going to schedule the build for entire the year until this year done. So this build is going to be run. So if you can go and see, click on save. Automatically, it is going to schedule build for every 1 minute. But it seems to be there is no year in the field. Of course, we don't have any year, Hussein, but we have the date and month, right? For example, in the cron syntax, if I give 1 in minute, 2 in hour, and 3 in month, up till the 3rd month only this will execute. After 3rd month, it is not going to execute. So even though if we don't have years, we have the limitation of months now. So automatically, after the 3rd month, the cron job is not going to execute anymore for you. Hope it is clear for you, Hussein. Fine. So now tell me, is cron job a good thing or not, sir? Why? Because instead of sitting in front of laptop and waiting for the work to complete in time, we can schedule the work and we can do some other works actually. But here we have the limitations actually. What do we have? Limitation. Whenever we schedule the cron job to the continuous integration, it won't check whether the code is changed or not. For example, what developer said, Raham, I'm gonna change the source code at morning 10:30. You please give me build for me. So what I done, I scheduled the cron job and I went to the movie. And I went to where? Unfortunately, after going to the movie, after 5 minutes, the person who said I'm going to change the code, he sit on the next seat to me. Now, is he changing the code there? What I done, I blindly go and schedule the build as per the given time. But he is not changing the code. Why? Because he is with me, unfortunately. So now in this case, if I schedule a cron job will not check the code is changed or not. The only purpose of cron job is to execute the build. That's it. Now tell me, in this kind of situation, is cron job a better idea? Why no? Why? Because the code is not changed. If the code is not changed, what I can do with the build? Correct or not? So the only limitation of cron job is it will execute the build on the specific time, but it doesn't care about the code is changed or. This is the only limitation. So now tell me, sir, if you are having this limitation, are we going to proceed with cron job? No. So that is the reason why we are going to use a concept called POL SCM. Which one? Polasium is going to be advanced feature than the cron job. But before I go and execute the Polasium, is the concept of cron job clear for all of you? Everyone. Online, can you please confirm me on chat box? Is the concept of cron job clear for all of you or not? Okay, fine. So next year I'm going to explain the concept of Polasium. Which one? Sir, what is the limitation of cron job? First of all, tell me before I go to Polasium. Cron job will not check the source code is changed or not. If the source code is changed, I will be very happy. But if source code is not changed, we don't have any use with the build is going to be wasted. So in order to avoid this one, so here we are going to use the thing, before making the build, Polasium will check source code is changed or not. Of course, Polasium is also using the cron syntax only. For example, let's say I schedule the build at morning 10:30 a.m. So Polasium will directly go in, build at morning 10:30 a.m. only. But before building at morning 10:30, Polasium will check whether this code is changed or not. If the code is changed, then only the Polasium is going to execute, or otherwise the Polasium is not going to. That means there is no code checking in cron job, but Polasium will check the source code or not, sir. Now tell me which one is better, cron job or Polasium? Correct. So let me show it in diagrammatical way. So you'll be getting some high level overview about the Polasium. Why? Because the diagrams are going to be very, very important aspect to deliver any kind of concept. Without diagram, if I tell, you can't understand the proper sequence of execution. So if I go to the console, let me show you. Here you can see it. Guys, it is the slide of the Polasium here. For example, in the diagram, if you can go and see, here we are seeing a developer. Who is he here? Developer is trying to push the source code to the, here I'm going to set some time. So developer asked me to build it morning 10:30. So the time I'm giving it 10:30. So when the 10:30 happen, now this Polasium will check whether the source code is changed or not. The Polasium will check whether the source code is, if the source code is changed in the GitHub, then only it is going to build, or otherwise it is not going to build. Now that means if we compare cron job with Polasium, Polasium will check the source code is changed or not. Polasium, but cron job is checking the source code changing. No. So now let's go and implement this one. Again, configuration will be same. So take the URL of GitHub, create a new job for it. Of course, you can use the same existing job, but I want to show you the new job here. Click on new item. So name of the job will be Polasium. So freestyle. Okay. So later here you are going to configure as usual URL. And in the execute build step, you need to go and you need to give the command invoke top level Maven target. So here you can use the command called clean package. That's it. But here if you can come here and you can see something called as Polasium. In the Polasium, see, I want to schedule the build date. For example, what is the current time here? See, you need to see the time actually. And one more thing, basically it is following UTC time zone. But if you want to set the time zone to India, we can also set it. But there is no requirement to set it on IST. We can still continue with the UTC time zone. Okay. So in the UTC, I think the time might be like 11:30 now. Let's go ahead and check. So let's leave the minute section. So come here. So give the command date. What is the time now here? 11:30. I want to schedule the build at 11:35, for example. So minutes value will be 35 hours, 11, 19, 6, 3. That's it. Now here, what is my primary requirement, So before that time, I need to go to my source code and I want to change the source code here. Just some small changes. Go to main, go to web app. In the web app, go for index.jsp. Here I'm quickly changing the version to version 1. Okay, version 12 to version 1 I'm changing. So if I click on commit changes, now before the given time, have I modified the source code or not, sir? Let me go ahead and check. We have still how many seconds left? 11 seconds. How many seconds? So before the given time, I modify the source code. Now, when that time 11:35 come, so this Jenkins will go and check the GitHub. Is the source code changed or not? If it is changed, I'll be getting the bill. Now go ahead and see. The time is occurred. If I go to the Jenkins console, I'll be getting new build here. I'm not doing anything here. I'll just click on refresh. Am I getting the new build or not, sir, here? How this build is performing? By changing the source code. Here, Polesium will go and verify the developer is changing the code or not. As per the diagram, I mentioned here very, very clearly, within the given time, if developer changed the code in the GitHub, automatically it will go and build. But within the given time, if developer is not changing the given, like if developer is not changing the code, is it going to make a build? Let's go and verify that. So currently, if we can go and see what is the current time now? 11:35. I'll be scheduling the build at 11:37 now, or 11:36 also fine, but I'll go and schedule at 11:37. So what I want to change now here? 35 to. Now, sir, here in this given time, I'm not going to make any change in my source code. Now, will I get a build or not? No. Sure? पक्का देख लेंगे. The answer is yes, you are not going to get the build. So let's wait for the time until you are going to get it 11:37. See, I'm not changing anything here. I just left the mouse here. You can see it. So now go to the server and try to check the time here. So the current time is like still we are having 2 seconds. How many seconds? Now it is done. Sir, 11:37 is done. Am I going to get a bill here? Click refresh. Am I going to get a bill here? Why no? Source code is not changed. Now I go here quickly. I quickly go here. Now I'm gonna schedule the time at 11:38. At what time? I want to change the source code now, and I want to schedule the build at 11:38. Now, before the time 11:38 comes into the picture, I'm quickly going here and I'm quickly try to change the source code. So instead of version 1, I'm gonna give it as version number 2. If I click on commit changes, sir, within the given time 11:38, have I modified the source code or not, sir? So from version 1 to I got the version number 2. Now just go and check the date. What is the date here, like time? Still I'm having how many seconds? That means source code is changed before the given. Will I get a build or not? Correct. Let's go and check. So here I'll be going to my console and I'm waiting here. If I click on refresh, automatically I'll get a new build. Are you getting the build number 2 here? Why it is scheduled? Because the source code is changed on the given time. If I don't change, it won't come. If I change, it will come. So is the concept of Polesium clear for all of you know? Tell me one thing, which one is better, cron job or Polesium? Why Polesium? Polesium is checking the source code before we are making it build, but cron job is doing it? No. So online is the concept of Polesium clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box once? Okay, clear. So a question from Durga, sir, what happened if we get any error? So if we get any error, the build is going to stop. We are going to troubleshoot and we are going to fix it. That's it. Very simple. So for Durga and Vasanta, so try to listen now. Polesium is nothing but it is very easy concept. Initially, when developer commit the source code to the GitHub will give the source code to the Jenkins server. This already we know. But here, if I want to make it automated, I'm going to put some time. If developer, see, for example, I want to schedule the build at morning 10:30 a.m. So I'm going to give the time limit as 10:30 a.m. Now, before 10:30 a.m., if developer commit any code, like any change to code, then only I'm going to make a build. But if developer is not changing anything on the code level, I'm not going to make any build. So this concept is called as, that means Polacem will check the source code is changed or not before making the build. If the code is changed before the given time, I'll get the build. But if code is not changed before the given time, am I going to get the bill? That's it. I hope it is clear for you both of you know, Chandana and Vasanta. We will not be in the. See, Durga, I just said a use case. If you are not in front of system, your colleagues might be in front of system, right? Just to give an example, even though if you are not in front of system, it will work. But that doesn't mean you are not gonna in front of the system, okay? And Nikhil, sir, interview question and troubleshooting. Interview question we are gonna discuss at the last of the session, Nikhil. Okay, don't worry as of now. So this is the high level overview about the Polacem. So in Polacem, we will set the time limit for the job. If developer commit the code, it will wait until the time is done. In the given time, if we have any change in the code, it will generate a build. So this is the path. So create a continuous integration job, click on build triggers, go for Polacem, give the value, click on save. So every inch by inch I am giving to the nodes file. But sir, in Polacem also we are having a limitation. What we are having? I'll explain what is the limitation. Developer said me he is gonna change the source code at 10:30 a.m. before 10:30. But unfortunately, he given the source code at morning 9 a.m. only. At what time? But I schedule the build what time here? That means we need to wait for 1.5 hour or not, sir? Why? Because I set the time at 10:30, but he given the build at 9 a.m. I don't know he has given the source code at 9 a.m. Still, I need to wait for 10:30. Limitation number one. So in Polacem, we need to wait for the time we set for. Second one, we will get the last commit only. That means see. So before 10:30 a.m. Before 10:30 a.m. developer committed the source code for 3 times. How many times? 3 times. So first time, second time, I won't get the build. First build, second build, I won't get. Only I'll be getting the third build. So it is a limitation or not, sir? So these two are the limitations for the Polacem. Again, I'm explaining in Polacem, first limit will be we need to wait for the. That means if I fix the cron syntax for 10:30 a.m., but if you give the source code at morning 9 a.m., I need to wait for 1.5 hour. I don't have any other alternative. Second one, if we commit the source code 3 times before the given time, I'll be getting only last commit. Which commit? That means commit number 1, commit number 2 will not happen here. Only directly last commit will come. So in order to avoid these kind of issues, we are going to use the ultimate concept called webhook. Which one? So webhook is gonna be the ultimate concept for the Jenkins. Why? Because see, what is the best advantage of webhook? You know, if I change the source code at 10:30 a.m., I'll get the build at 10:30 only. No, sir, if I change the source code at 10:40, I'll be getting the build at 10:40 only. I don't need to wait for even single second also. If I change the code, immediately I'll be getting the build. That is the concept of webhook. So webhook means it will trigger the build the moment we change the code. Here we need not to wait for the build time. For example, if you go and see in the diagrammatical way also, in a diagrammatical way, if we can go and explore this concept, developer commit the code to the GitHub. From the GitHub, the source code will be going to the, immediately Jenkins will take the build. That's it. There is no some time gap. And it is automated. We don't need to go and click on build now. It is automated. If I do anything on the GitHub, automatically Jenkins will make a build. It doesn't take time. It doesn't need manual approach. It doesn't need anything. If I change here, my result will get here. That's it. So, but here the main thing you need to understand is the concept of webhook is not from Jenkins. Webhook is a concept of GitHub actually. Which one? Let me show you. For example, if you go to the GitHub here, it is your GitHub. Go for settings. In a section of settings here, you can see something called as webhooks. Are you able to see it? in the webbook. So it is my last session webbook for my previous class, which is almost a month ago. So I'm going to delete this webbook actually. Why? Because I want to create a new one. So click on add webhook. Guys, whenever you are creating the webhook, first of all, you need to give something called as payload URL. What you need to give? Sir, payload URL means it is the public IP address of your Jenkins server. See, if you go to dashboard, whatever you are seeing here, just copy it and directly add to the payload URL. At the last, give the command github-webhook/. That's it. It is the default one. Public IP address and port number of Jenkins and give /github-webhook. Coming to the content type, give the application or JSON, first option. So if I click on add webhook, the automatically webhook will be added. Okay. Now go to your server. Now let's try to create the continuous integration job. So it is my concept of webhook. Click on freestyle. Okay. And one more thing is basically I want to tell you in the concept of Jenkins actually, you can copy the settings of one job to another job. For example, I have a policy. Let me delete this one. Why? Because I want to show you like recreation. Click on new item. So I'll be giving the name as webhook here. Sir, if you can go and see in the section of copy from, sir, I want to do continuous integration. Continuous integration already I have given for both my cron job and Polysem. If I type Polysem, whatever the configuration you applied for Polysem, same configuration will be applying for this job. If you go and see, automatically source code management Git and configuration is coming or not, sir? How it is coming? Why? Because I copied. And even though if you can go and see invoke top level Maven target, you can use the command clean package. But here instead of Polysem, I need to select the GitHub hook trigger. That's it. So again, create a continuous integration job. Now you need to go and you need to select the GitHub hook triggers. And I have shown you how to add the webhook also. If you want me to show one more time, I'll show it one more time for you. So just guys, if you missed the first session like of how to add the webhook, just see it now. If you go to your project repository, click on settings. In the settings, you need to go for webhooks. Already I have given the webhook here. So I'm gonna delete it and I'm gonna recreate one more time. So I click on add webhook here. First of all, it is going to add the payload URL. What is the meaning of payload URL here? If you go to the dashboard of Jenkins, you'll be getting the public IP address and port number. Give it as it is. HTTP also mandatory. And last, you need to add the command github-webhook/. In the content type, I need to go for application/JSON. So here I select the just push event. That means if I do any pushing to the GitHub, that means if I change anything to the GitHub, so activate the webhook. That's it. So now if we go to the source code now, in the source code, if I try to change any small configuration, automatically I'll be getting the build. See, I don't do anything. I'll just change the source code here. But in the UI, you are automatically seeing the changes. Go to main. And one more thing, guys, I will recommend you to fork this repository. If you want to practice this concept, please fork this repository. Otherwise, whatever the commits you do, that will come to my account actually. Okay. So please fork it and try to do the changes. So go for main. Go for web app. Index.jsp. Now here, what is the current version? 2. I want to make it to 3 or 4. Anything is fine. Just any small change. No need to write big coding. Any small change. Instead of version 2, put version. Click on commit change. That's it, sir. The automatic, like the moment if I change the code, within the next second, you are going to get the output. See, the code is committed. If you go to the dashboard, in the webhook, automatically the new build will come. I'm not doing the build, but build is automatically committing or not, sir? I haven't clicked on build now. It came automatically. Now again, if I go in, click on build now. I mean, like if I click on edit the file, if I try to make it from 3 to 4, so click on commit changes. Now automatically within the next second, your build will be running. See, I'm not doing anything here. Next second, build will run. See. Is it running or not, sir? That's it. So this is the way how you are going to implement the concept of webhooks. So first of all, we have seen cron job. Cron job will make a build at given time, but it won't check the source code is changed or not. That is the reason we came to Polysem. Polysem will make a build, but it is gonna check the source code is changed within the given time. If the code is changed, we'll be getting the build. But if it's not changing, are we going to get the build? No. But what is the limitation here? We need to wait for the given time, and it is gonna give the last commit. But webhook ultimately will make the build after you commit the source code. If I commit the source code, within the next second, you are going to get the build output. And how many number of commits I do, that many number of builds are coming or not, sir? How many times I'm committed? Am I going to get 2 builds or not? So this is the concept of scheduling. Which one? Scheduling. And whatever we learned is analysis of the subject. It is not the concept. Why? Because concept means I can teach you 3 individually. But first I teach you cron job. I said limitation of cron job. To overcome the limitation, what we used? Again, I said some limitation of Polysem. Again, to overcome the limitation of Polysem, what we used? This is the analysis of subject. Directly, if you go and learn concept, of course, you will get the knowledge, but it is not the subject knowledge. It is just only theoretical knowledge. The more you kept analysis of the subject, the more you are going to learn deeply into the any tool. So, are these 3 concepts clear for all of you now? Online, can you please confirm me? Are the 3 concepts clear for all of you or not? Can you please confirm me in chat box? Okay, clear. So as a DevOps engineer, we are responsible to create the webhooks. We are responsible to do the cron jobs. I'll share my experience where we use the cron job and where we use the webhook. See, daily at morning 9 a.m., we need to take the backup of databases. Daily at morning 9 a.m. In this case, which one you choose? Cron job or Polysem or webhook? Cron job. Which one? Daily you are taking it fixed time. See, cron job you can use when we have the source code, but do I have source code here? If you don't have source code, how can you make a build? That is completely different. Okay. So if any work is need to be done at a fixed time, cron job is the best one. So developer committed the code. I want to build it immediately. So in that case, which one is going to useful? Webhook. Is the concept clear? For repetitive work at regular interval, cron job is best. That's it. Fine then. And in the concept of scheduling, basically we have one more thing also. Sir, currently how you are making the build? To make the build, you have only 2 options. Option number 1 is from console. Go and click on build now. Option number 2 is scheduling. You have only 2 options, but I'll tell you third option also. Third option, we can make build from the script also. Which one? I'll just show you. For example, let's go and create any of the job. That can be any job. So click on new item. Like I'm going to give normal CA job. So I'm going to copy it from webhook, for example. So if the configuration is similar, just copy it from the previous job. That's completely fine. But here I'm going to remove this one. So now it will become normal continuous integration job. If you wish to make this job run by the help of the script, you can see something called as trigger builds remotely. Are you able to see it? Click on this. Give some token. So for my purpose, I'm giving the token as Raham. You can put whatever token you want. The moment if you give token here, now in the below of this box, you can see something. Are you seeing this URL here? Copy the URL. As it is, copy the URL. After copying it, now save this one. Guys, if you paste this on the browser, what is the token name I have given? Raham. And what is the Jenkins URL here? Jenkins URL means till now here I want to copy. Just copy it and you want to replace this Jenkins URL by that public IP address. Now if I hit enter, automatically I'll be getting the build now. So if you can go and see, click on refresh. Am I getting the build number 1 here? How I am building now? I'm not building from the console and I'm not scheduling the work, but through With the help of the script, I'm able to build or not, sir? Yes. Now, if I just go here and if I hit enter one more time, automatically second bill will come. Go ahead and check. Second bill coming or not, sir? So like this also we can build the jobs with the scripts itself. How we can build? Let me explain one more time. First of all, create a normal continuous integration job. Continuous integration job means give the GitHub URL and give the ambient clean package. In the section of configuration, now you need to go here and you are going to select the trigger builds remotely. So you need to give the token. So this token can be anything. For example, this token I am going to give it as ABCD, for example. What is the token name? Now you need to copy this complete URL. Copy this one. Now go to the browser, like go to the next tab. So what is the token name here? And here you need to give the Jenkins URL. What is Jenkins URL here? Public IP address and port number. Guys, I'll tell you one small thing here. For example, if you copy paste the public IP address and port number like this, sometimes you will get double slash. What you'll be getting? Are you getting slash here? 2 times. Let me maximize it for you. So I'm gonna paste this on the notes. Are you seeing double slash? Unfortunately, sometimes if we get double slash, if I hit enter, see what will happen. I need to get the bill number 3 now. Which one? 3. Am I getting the bill number 3? Even though if you get double slash or even though if you get single slash, it is completely fine. But I will suggest to remove the double slash. It is not the best practice, what I can say. Again, I am going here and I can click on bill now, like hit enter. Again, you are going to get the bill number. Coming or not, sir? So like this, even though with the double slash, you are going to get the output, but with the single slash also, you are going to get the output. But the best practice is give as single slash. So this concept is what we can call as build script. Which one? Build script means to make Jenkins build from remote location using the script. So create a continuous integration job, give the token, copy the URL and paste it on the. That's it. Very simple. So is the concept of build script clear for all of you know? Online, can you please confirm me? Is the concept of build script clear for all of you or not? Can you please confirm in chat box once? Okay. So now a question for all of you. Try to listen this question very carefully. It is going to be the conceptual question, like a scenario based question, I can say. In last session, I have shown you how to revert the crashed Jenkins server. We seen it or not, sir, lively? Why it happened? Why the Jenkins server got crashed? Due to overload. Why we got overload? Because we have running the continuous builds. We are running what? So whenever if you are running the continuous builds, automatically what will happen? Jenkins server will be crashed. Sir, for example, if you restrict the number of builds, is it going to crash? In real time, what happened? You are going to restrict the number of builds. For example, in an hour, I can make only 2 builds. Okay. Or in an hour, I can make only 5 builds. In this way, I can put restriction. In the last session, within 1 minute only, I built it 10 times. How many times? Within the frequency of 1 minute only. So now I'm going to show you how to restrict the build per hour. Okay. For example, in an hour, max you can make 3 builds. Or in an hour, max you can make 2 builds, like that. Sir, how exactly you can do is, for example, for this job called CA job, I want to restrict the build for 2 builds in an hour. How many builds? So in the configuration section, there you can see something called as throttle build. Which one? In the throttle build, number of builds I want per hour is 2. I want 2 builds per hour, and the time frequency will be for per second, per minute, per hour. You can put per day, week, month, and year also. But in real time, we put per hour only. In real time, we go and put per Now if I click on save, if I try to build three times, what will happen? It is not going to make schedule the build. Why? Because previously you built the Jenkins job at 2 minutes ago. How many minutes ago? But here per hour, how many builds I can make? So last build happened at 3 minutes ago. Now I need to wait for how many minutes? So my total bill will expire at 12:26. That means if you want to make this bill run, I need to wait for 12:20. That means I'm restricting or not, sir? If you restrict the frequency of bills, will my Jenkins server crash? This is what we do as a precaution in real time. Whenever if you go and create any kind of job in Jenkins, definitely you're going to enable the throttle bill. What you're going to enable? If throttle bill is not enabled, we can make n number of bills in an hour. That is going to result in crashing of the Jenkins server. In last session, we have seen the solution, but now we are seeing the prevention. Okay, that's it. So is the concept of throttle bill clear for all of you? What is the purpose of throttle bill here? To restrict the bills in a certain time, or if we don't restrict due to the immediate bills, what will happen here? Jenkins might crash down. By default, Jenkins will not do the concurrent bills, but if we want, we can do the concurrent bills. Already you know what is concurrent bill, right? What is the meaning of concurrent bill? Concurrent bill means executing the bills parallelly. I shown you right in the last session. If you go to the configuration, in the configuration, you can go and check. Are you seeing the execute concurrent bills if necessary? If you enable this one parallelly, you can make the build. Okay, that's what I have written here. So create a continuous integration job, go to configuration, select here throttle bill. So go for number of bills, 2 or 3, anything is fine. So time period you need to go and take for hours. So if I select 3, it will take 20 minutes gap per each bill. No, sir, if I select 2, how many minutes of gap per each bill? If I select the value as 2, number of bills will be 2 per hour. What is the time gap for each bill? Hour, 30 minutes. How many minutes? 5. So definitely this option we need to enable for the jobs. Otherwise, it is gonna result as the crash down of Jenkins server. That's it. Sir, can we restrict global? I mean, like, of course you can do, Vikram, but like we can do it on job level generally. Why? Because see, guys, in real time, we have a lot of jobs. For example, if you ask me, we have 40 pipelines in real time. How many pipelines? But we don't use them daily. Daily, we use only 2 to 3 pipelines. Rest of the pipelines we use once in a week or once in a day or like twice in a day like that. Okay, that's it. Fine. So this is the concept for today's session. Now tell me one thing before going for doubts and queries. First of all, how's the class for all of you today? The class interesting, right, today? Why? Because the real automated work start from today itself. Online, how's the class for all of you today? Can you please confirm in chat box once? Would like to get a response from all of you online. Great. So now, of course, we have still a lot of time, but first of all, I'll be going with the interview questions. Then I'll come back and I'll discuss doubts and queries with you today. See, in the concept of interview questions, the first question will be, what is cron syntax? I mean, like that. Before that, how to schedule the work in Jenkins? By using the cron job. Okay, by using the cron job, we can schedule the work in Jenkins. Explain cron syntax. Cron syntax will be having 5 star. Next, each star will be separated by a space. First star will be representing minute. Second one, third one, date. Fourth one, month. Fifth one, day of the week. If it is Sunday, what is the value? Correct. What is PoleSCM? Before build, if the code is changed, I mean like before the given time, if code is changed, then we are going to get a build. But before given time, if code is not changed, we are not going to get a build. So what is webhook? It will immediately trigger the build the moment we change the source code without making any delay. It is gonna make the build itself. That's it. And how to restrict the builds in Jenkins? By enabling the throttle build. If you enable throttle build, then you can be able to restrict the builds. That's it. And currently, if you can go and see here, currently, guys, which kind of theme we are using for Jenkins means light theme. Which theme? But for example, I want to like go and enable dark theme. I don't want light theme. Okay, I want to enable the dark theme. So in that case, what you can do is I'll tell some tips for you in the Jenkins actual. Okay, so this might be helpful for you. If you go and see in the appearance section, you can see the themes of the Jenkins. Currently, by default, we are using which theme here? Default, that is light theme. So if I select this dark one, automatically if I click on save, so you'll be getting the dark theme here. Are you able to see the dark theme now? So based upon your convenience, you can go ahead and select the themes itself. Okay, but the dark is too dark, right? It's not good to see. Eh? So again, I'll be going back to the Jenkins here. So again, I'll be going back to the appearance section. I'll show you how to add the custom theme for Jenkins. We can give our colors for Jenkins. For example, if you don't want black and white, if somebody like red, you can go and give red also. I'll show you how to do it. Click on appearance. In the appearance section, now you can go. You can get more themes at a plugin. For example, if I click here, in the UI themes, are you seeing the customizable header? And you can see like Solar Azure theme. If I enable all of them, I'm installing all of them actually. Why? Because I want to show you the different themes of Jenkins. Basically, it's not an interview question and nobody is going to ask. But the reason I am showing is to how to do the customization in Jenkins. Okay. So once you install them, go back to the top page. Now again, you need to go for manage Jenkins. Next, you need to go for appearance. These are the custom tasks what we can do for ourselves. So now if you go and see in the Solarized system or Solarized dark, if you select this one, now click on save. Automatically you are going to see some other different theme or not, sir? See, these are some different settings. If you can go and see, the theme changed now. Previously in the top, you are not getting this color. And the darkness is also going to be slightly darkness. It's not fully dark. It's only slightly dark. No, sir, I don't want this. I want some other theme. What you can do is, again, go to the appearance. In the appearance section, this time go and select here Solarized system. So if you select this one, click on save. Now again, this is going to be change some other theme actually. Of course, like similar, there is nothing more different. So guys, like this, what you can do is you can change the theme of the Jenkins, but by default, we go for the default thing only. Which one? Why? Because it is very flexible to see the dashboard. And one other thing is you can change the colors. Currently, the entire dashboard you are seeing it on two colors only. How many colors? One is black, second one is, sorry, if I want to add red color or green color to my console, how you can do it? That is very easy again. So if you go to appearance here again, in the same appearance, if you scroll down here, are you seeing customizable theme here? Click on add. So here you can add something called as CSS URL. Which one? So guys, in Google, if you type CSS URL for Jenkins, you'll be getting a lot of URLs. But of course, in our notes also, we are having the CSS URL. I'm going to give it for you now. Let me do it for you. Just to type the CSS URL. where it is located. Give me a second. I have it here. So if you go to the last section here, yeah, here you can go and see. Basically, you can get this from the internet actual. Okay. In the internet, if you go and type CSS URL for Jenkins, you can get all of these URLs. Let me go and see. CSS URLs for Jenkins for custom theme. Custom theme. You can get a lot of URLs from the Jenkins itself. Okay. If you can go and see. So this will be some of the custom themes actually. Are you able to see it now? So you can choose the whatever color you want. So I'm going to give the direct GitHub URL. For example, sir, I want to give the color called like yellow. What I want to give? What you can do, you can take this one. Instead of your color, you are going to put here yellow. Same thing I have given to the Jenkins notes also. In the Jenkins also, you can just go and give the name here. For example, if I copy this one. So in my Jenkins console, if I go and see, now I'm going to get the cyan color. Which one? Click on save. Now in the top of the complete dashboard, your appearance is going to be changed. What you are seeing here in the top, cyan color or not, sir? But previously all this was black. Sir, no, sir, I want some yellow color or I want red color. So in the place of cyan, you are going to replace now. Just go for the section of appearance. Here you need to go for the custom theme itself. So instead of cyan, I'm going to put here yellow. And you can see all the available colors here. For example, let me go and show you. These are the complete available colors. You can choose whatever the color you want. It doesn't matter like which color you want. You can choose any one of from the above thing. Let me give this URL for you. Wait. Your one is server.txt. Custom themes. So I want yellow. Do I have yellow here? So directly what I can go to my console. So instead of this one, I can put yellow here and I click on save. So now if you can go and see what is the color for this dashboard now. That means am I able to customize my dashboard or not, sir? Basically, customization is not mandatory, but I'm just showing you with the help of Jenkins, we can do whatever you want. In real time, nobody is going to ask you, and it is not an interview question also. And one of the advantages, you can change the logo of Jenkins. Currently, what you are seeing here, Jenkins logo, right? But you can put your logo also. Logo. Let me show you. In the section of appearance, actually, if you don't want to put this logo, you want to add some customizable logo. What you can see in the customizable header, if you click on drop down, are you seeing Jenkins header? If you click on selection of logo, okay, I'll be going click on save. Now what you can see here, see, logo changed or not, sir? Previously this was some other logo, but now it is completely changed. And there is one more thing called some other activity I'll show you. Wait. If I can go and see here in the customizable header, instead of logo, I'm going to give the context aware. Okay. So here show the weather logo for all folders, show weather logo for all jobs. If I click now, automatically what will happen, Are you going to get the settings symbol now? Guys, you can add some other external link also. Let me show you in the appearance section. Let me show you the complete details of it. Again, it's not mandatory. Just listen, okay? It's not mandatory and no need to practice also. So in the customizable header, are you seeing the links here? Are you seeing application add link here? So what is the meaning of this, When links are configured, a button is generated before the logo that opened the menu, typical to the new window. So typically these links should be point to close to outside of the Jenkins, but which are related to the Jenkins instance. Example like Wikipedia's external document. For example, here you can add the customizable header. What you can add? Customizable header means, for example, if you can go and see, You can add the name like Raham. What I can add? In the top of the Jenkins, if I add the name called Raham, if I click here, automatically this is going to take me to some other folder. So this kind of customization also we can see. For example, if I click here, if I click on leave page, automatically this is going to take me to some other page here. Are you seeing directly I came to some other page now? So guys, in Jenkins, you can do a lot of customizations, but better in real time also we go with the default settings itself. So is the customizable settings clear for all of you know? How to change the appearance, how to change the theme, how to change the logo. All this clear for you? That's it. And again, I'll be reverting back to my original things here. So if I go to manage Jenkins, I don't want this yellow color. If I want some normal color, what I can do in the section of appearance, default means directly you can go and you can remove this one. No need to add anything. Okay. Just click on save. If you remove that one, automatically what will happen? Default setting will come here. Again, I back to default or not, sir. But again, I can see the logo as setting symbol. Even I want Jenkins logo there. In the appearance, I need to go here and I need to disable this one. That's it. So automatically I'll be getting my default Jenkins console. Are you seeing default Jenkins came now? That's it. So this is the way how exactly we can do the customization. That's it for today. So in today we have seen cron job, Poesium, webhook, build script, and we have seen finally throttle build. Which one? After that we have seen the customization task in the Jenkins. So that's it for today's session, guys. Now, if you are having any doubts or any queries over today's session, we still have a lot of time to discuss. You can ask me. Online, you can raise your hand. I'm going to give unmute option for you to discuss the doubts and queries. And offline, so you are in front of me, you can go ahead and you can ask your queries. We have still 15 minutes, man. So try to use this one. From online, I think no doubts was pretty clear. From offline, what about you? Nothing, eh? Finally, okay. So Sai Pavan, you can go ahead.
Hi, Raham. This is Pawan.
Wait, Sai Pavan, give me a second.
Okay.
Sai Pavan, are you able to hear me? Can you speak now?
What, Raham? I'm unable to understand your voice. Could you repeat one more time?
I think it is coming to the speakers, right? Wait. Yeah.
Okay. Am I audible, Raham? Can I speak? Raham, your voice is not at all audible.
Sai Pavan, are you able to hear me? Can you speak now?
Yeah, now it is audible.
Hello.
Yeah, Raham, now it is audible. Am
Yeah,
I
now
audible?
please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, Raham, in real time, do we need to run each and every time the Jenkins?
No, basically, once you create a server, that is going to be stick forever. Here, for your habituation purpose, I am just recreating the server daily. Okay. But in real time, we don't do it. We'll create only once.
Okay, fine. And one more thing is like I am working in Wipro as an associate role. Raham.
Okay.
It was like 7 months of experience. I
Okay.
just shift after 1 year. It was like a supporting role. What I need to do when I want to shift for the DevOps? How can I convert this experience into DevOps?
I'll guide you, Saipon. See, still we are in the beginning of the course, right? So at the end of the
Okay.
course, I'm going to take a session and I'm going to guide you. Okay. Don't worry it
Yeah.
as of now.
Okay. Raham. Thank you.
But like whatever the content you are learning here, if you learn it properly, that will be maximum enough you to switch to the DevOps. That I can guarantee for you. Okay.
Okay. Then can I keep that associative
Yeah,
experience as a
you
DevOps?
can keep that experience and you need to convert some of the experience from like
Okay.
associate to DevOps. I'll guide you how to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. So next, Hussein, you can go ahead.
Yeah, Ram, thank you. I think I'm audible.
Yeah, Hussein, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my question is like this. In Polysem, we
Hmm.
will get this job triggered. I mean, this job will kicked off as and when only there is a code change, right?
Yes.
But despite the code change or not change, if I want to make my job run, then what option should I go for?
Hmm. Then why don't you use Polysem directly have cron job now? Just go and trigger the cron job. That's fine. If you say schedule a cron job, it is not gonna check the code automatically, despite of your code change. So cron job is gonna schedule it. Okay, fine. So fine. Next, Srivani, please go ahead, Srivani.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hello,
Uh,
Srivani.
Yesterday we missed the class because admin told till Tuesday is all day, with only Wednesday is the class. Hello. So I can't hear you.
We have a class, Srivani. We posted on Google Classroom also, na?
Yeah, actually I missed that one. Actually,
Okay, like if you miss the session, you miss the class. You can. Hello. To admin said you it's we are not having session on last day. You can ask him for the last class recording. He's gonna send it for you.
Actually, I asked him. He said check with you, sir.
That's the reason. Like I'm telling that him to
Okay.
provide the access. Okay, go to him and speak that. Like Raham sir asked me to take the access from you for the last session. Why? Because due to him, you missed the last session now. So please ask him for the last session video.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
one more thing. When we'll start Docker and Kubernetes, sir?
Docker and Kubernetes will take some time. So currently, as of now, we are in the Jenkins. So after the Ansible, then Docker and Kubernetes. It will take roughly 2 weeks to start Docker and Kubernetes.
Okay. Sir, along with these notes, will you share that Jenkins slide share you are showing, right? That pictures and all. Will you share that to us? Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
These slides also I'm gonna share with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Thank
can hear you.
you. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Sir.
Fine. So guys, don't worry. If there is no session, I'll be intimating before the session end. For example, if tomorrow we don't have any session, I'll be intimating you advance only. Or unfortunately, due to some ad hoc work, if I'm not able to come to class, I'll be intimating to the Google Classroom. If I intimate, then only please confirm. Don't confirm with admins and all. Okay, why? Because last time this offline admin also said like we don't have class last day. Okay, so check with me on the Telegram channel. For example, if any wrong information come to you, please ping me on Telegram channel in the group. Okay, I'm going to reply from there itself. So it is your section. I'm going to upload the notes for you here, and I'll be uploading the PDFs also now. Just give me some time. And for example, unfortunately, if I miss the notes in the Google Classroom. Please, okay. So please let me know if I forgot to update the notes in the Telegram channel for you. So it's your session. Save. So next year I'm going to upload the materials for all of you. So it is your DevOps materials. DevOps materials or PDFs. So guys, all the PDFs I have given to your Google Classroom, you can go ahead, you can check it with there, okay? And one more thing, PDFs are just for your reference, but I will suggest you to depend upon the live notes. So still any queries or any notes from you online or offline? And one more thing, like how many of you gone to labs last day? Like today? Okay, our admins helping for you, like our mentors. Are they solving your doubts and queries? And how about you online? Like I have given the virtual lab link for all of you, right? You're going for the labs through virtual link. Okay, like, is Navin responding for all of you? Can you please confirm? Apps, but minutes ask me. It is uploading too slowly. Okay. So guys, here you have gone, like you can go ahead and check with it. I have given all the PDFs to the Google Classroom. That's it. So Komal, virtual lab link already given to the Google Classroom. I'll be sharing it one more time with you. Okay. Don't worry. Sir, what about pre-Linux sessions? You can join on his session. From tomorrow only, Srivani. I think 6 p.m. Or 4 p.m. 6 p.m. I think so. Like after this session, directly we'll be having Linux classes. And one more thing, I will recommend everyone to go and join Linux. Why? Because Linux is the fundamental for DevOps as well as cloud. Not only for these two profiles, for every software engineer, Linux is going to be mandatory. Okay. And if you have the time, you can go and join. For example, if you are working or if you are coming from very far, I don't have that much of time to take it like offline. You can take it online. Still, if it is also not possible, you can take the Linux in the upcoming days also. Due to some work for you, if you are not able to attend Linux now, you can attend in the upcoming days also. But I will recommend you to go for the Linux classes, definitely. Okay then, so that's it for today's session, guys. So let's meet on tomorrow's class with some new topic. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.